friends, Karen here with a little splash of paint. I'm trying a new video technique, so hopefully this looks good. So diving right in, I've shared a couple different kind of crafts. So now I'm going to share a different kind of journaling I do. It is Bible journaling. I'm sure you may have heard of it. It is gaining pretty popular. Um, it's just a really good way to study the Bible and really dive into the Word. I have, personally, I have problems with just sitting down and reading the Bible. It's not that I don't want to. It's just as an artist, and my brain just goes a million miles a minute, and I'm here and there, so sometimes it's hard for me to concentrate. And I have found personally that Bible journaling is a really good way for me to dive in, concentrate, and I'm doing different things, but still really diving into the Word. Um, I have been following along with RebeccaJones.com. She is a phenomenal artist. She's very good. I've done some things on my own. I've learned a lot from her. I've done some challenges with her. This is a Genesis page. I just did it on my own, inspired from other art that was out there, and just kind of made it my own. Um, Lots of different pages. I decorated the spine of my Bible. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of a silvery side, so it was difficult to do. I like it because when I'm thumbing through, I can kind of find my pages that I've done. This is a page I did. Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. I love this verse, and I did a girl on some vellum. I didn't want to cover all my words. I wanted to be able to see them, so I just inserted that. I did this page, and it was a total goof, and it looked awful. So I covered it up, and actually, this is not my art. I got it online. I can't credit the source because I don't remember, but I printed it on transparency paper, and then I just fussy cutted it with a pair of cutter bee scissors, and I glued it in there and inserted it. And then so I like it because it's transparent. It looks cool, but doesn't cover everything up. Done other things too, but I say I can find them so easily. Can't. John 3:16. This was something I saw on Pinterest, and I basically copied it and did my own coloring, and it was fun. So, anyways, today I am going to continue to follow along with Rebecca Jones, and I can't even remember which week it is. But the verse is 1 Corinthians 13:4-8, and it's a very popular verse. Love suffers long and it is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. Is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. And endures all things. Love never fails, but wherever there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. So her challenge, she did a foil technique, and I'm going to do something different. I don't have an exact plan. I'm just going to do some color and then do some chalkboard writing on some cool labels that I have. I wanted to kind of keep it easy so like anybody could feel like they do that. This is a journaling Bible. There are all kinds of different journaling Bibles out there. This one, the margin isn't as wide as I would like, but I'm okay with that. This is not my main Bible, but it works fine. I'm going to be using Liquitex paints today. I chose these three colors, and I'm just going to kind of do a paint collage. And these are pretty thick, and I want to be able to make sure I can see everything. So whenever you can do different things to kind of water it down, so you can still see your text on the background. One is to put water, and whenever you put water in paint, though, it thins it, so it will make it, less vibrant. I found this product made by Golden, and it's GAC 100, and it is a multi-purpose acrylic polymer, and it is made to mix with paint to keep the vibrancy of it, but to make it more transparent. I have not played around with it a lot, so I'm gonna just kind of hope for the best and see how it goes. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this over here so you guys can see it. This is a non-stick craft sheet, so it'll clean up really easy. So I just put some paint blobs, and then I'm gonna add a little, and then of the GAC 100, and then I'm gonna take a spatula and just mix it up, and we'll just see where we go with it. And if we need to add to it, I don't really want to mix it, but if that happens, then meant to be, right? Let's wipe that off so I don't mix all my colors exactly. I mean, if some mixes, I'm okay with it. We'll just go with it. I do think that, it does keep the vibrancy of the color, so, first task accomplished, I guess. So now we'll just have to wait and see if it covers up all the text. I thought it would be fun to try a new technique not really a new technique, but a new product that I haven't really tried on my own yet. Just kind of do it on the video, and so you can see the blenders and whatever. I'm going to set this to the side, but I'm going to take a credit. This is just a used up GameStop gift card. Probably my husband's, I'm sure. But I'm just going to take some paint like that. Something to note, if you want less paint, then, you can get it on the edge and it'll be thick. So you can kind of practice around if you're on a scrap sheet or if you have a craft sheet or whatever. I'm just going to get some paint on here. And then one thing to do real quick, the page I'm working on, I did put the Liquitex matte gel medium on it. This is my favorite stuff. It makes it kind of a thicker paper because Bible pages are very thin. And it makes it where it doesn't bleed through as bad. See, I already got paint on this. Whenever I do it, I go ahead and do both sides because I'm clumsy. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and, this is just scratch paper. It's nothing fancy, but I'm going to go ahead and cover up both sides because I am clumsy. I mean, if I really did not, want to get anything on this side of my page that I'm not working on, I could just say, cover this up and painter's tape it down or something like that. But, I'm not that worried about it. I'll just use like that and, art for later. I did underline my verse, but we'll see what it looks like. And hopefully, we'll do it down here, make sure, where it has the annotations. Oh, yeah, that's very see-through, so go for it. And doing the credit card technique with regular paint can really thin it out, too. I will, I just want to kind of mix some of this and create a lot of color. I like my pages being vibrant and heavy with the paper. See, I'm starting to glue that down a little bit, so I need to bring it back out. And that's getting kind of dark, so just from the layers of it, so you can just scrape it back a little bit and it'll work just fine. One good thing to note that I do, when I do my page prep on my Bible, I make sure to get the middle, because I always get stuff in the middle, and I was seeing that it was really leaking through. in a way that I just really didn't like. So, you know, I prepped the page in the middle, and then I use a heat tool to just kind of dry it back out. So I don't end up gluing my pages together. Oh, that's so fun. And then I made my verse a little bit darker than I wanted to, so I'm going to take some antibacterial wet one wipes and just kind of remove some of that paint. They're alcohol based, so they will, you know, do just fine. Then you could do that just to remove, you know, even if you just want to bring it back a little bit. You know, I didn't want it, you know, I think this is a good way to, you know, add color to your pages and not, you know, be able to bring it back so you can see your text, but, you know, still have that great color. I'm going to dry this because I keep sticking to my paper. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'll try to talk a little louder. A heat tool is just, if you're going to be painting and you're impatient like I am, it's just invaluable to hurry up the in-between processes. But while I'm doing this, the verse, what it means to me is, I think it's a really good verse to teach you about love. Not only your love for God and His love for you, but your love for other humans. You know, your loved ones, your friends. You know, just mankind in general. I read something a month or so ago about about this verse, and it was telling you to tell your daughters that when they think they've met someone that they think loves them and that they love, you know, they love them and they love vice versa, then they should use this verse and insert their significant others, the one that they love, their name into that. So, and if that doesn't fit, you know, this verse, if it doesn't fit the description of the person that they love, then, you know, maybe it's not how real love is. So, like, you know, if it was, let's just say John Doe, then, you know, just John suffers long and is kind. His love does not envy. You know, I think it was a really good thing that, you know, because sometimes it is hard to tell what, you know, what real love is. And it's, you know, God's love is easier, you know, because it isn't, you know, it's unconditional love. He loves us no matter what. So anyways, I thought that was, you know, kind of a cool thing to read. It wasn't mine. I can't tell you where I got it from. I'm sure I read it on Facebook. So but that's looking pretty messy, which about what I like. And so one thing to note, on Bible pages, because they are so thin, if you use anything that's glossy, then it will cause the pages to stick together. I have came up with a way to kind of get around that, though, because I like the products that I like, and so I want to use them. So I will show you when I'm done. Because this is really glossy, so it is really sticky. This Liquitex Basics paint is pretty glossy. I mean, it's not that glossy, but it's you know, semi-gloss. But the GAC 100, while it made a really cool technique, it is really glossy. Like, I think this might be one of the glossiest products I've probably ever used. So, but I'm okay with it because we got a fix for it. So I got these chalkboard stickers, and I will try to link them at the bottom of this blog post. But I'm gonna cover this up because it's just the annotations at the bottom. You know, because this is the New King James Version Bible, so it tells like how the conversion was and things like that. So I'm just gonna kind of do this. So I want to see what, you know, I can fit down there and like the way it looks. So I don't want to cover up my actual text with this because it won't be transparent whatsoever. I like this one. So I just peeled it off and I'm gonna just go for it, stick it down. I don't want this project to be, I don't want this page to be real complicated. So I'm just gonna go with it. So I really like these Bistro chalk markers. They're really nice. You can actually use them like you would chalk on a chalkboard, and they'll come off with like a wet one or some water or something like that. There's a ball in it, so you have to shake them, and then you gotta press them down and make sure they're primed, which I've used this, so it is. And then I want to just kind of highlight what means to me, you know, the most important part of this. And the most important part of this set of verses to me is that God's love never will fail you. He will always be there for you and always love you. So I'm gonna put love never fails. And I was gonna just freehand this, but now I'm nervous kind of doing it on camera. I'm just gonna do it. You live and learn, right? Gonna always take it back off if I want to. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's cute. I'm gonna dry it. I have not used these markers on these stickers. They are supposed to be chalkboard stickers, so in theory, this should work. I'm gonna dry it though and see. I'm okay. I could have just used a white, any kind of white marker. I just wanted to try this on here and see if it works and what it looks like. Just because. If it doesn't work, we can always cover it up and take it off. We'll figure it out. The Bistro markers, though, they do come in different colors. Purple and pink and white. And they come in black because you can use them on like a whiteboard too. So it's probably good. Permanent. All right. So I told you that I would tell you how to make this less sticky because it will. Hang on, let's see if I can. Yeah, see, it's kind of stuck together. And I mean, it's not going to stick permanently, but when you're flipping through your pages, it's going to stick. So something you can do to kind of combat that I like is this golden matte medium gel. And it just creates a matte surface. And I actually had this on hand from when I like Christy Tomlinson, and she does these girls, like she paints them, and she was teaching how to shade their faces with coloring pencils. But once you get your surface too glossy, then you know you can't really shade with the coloring pencils anymore. So let's see, that didn't work. See, this chalkboard stuff, it is not permanent because you're able to remove it. So I kind of messed that up a little bit. I can fix it though. No worries. I didn't totally mess it up. So what I'm going to do is just completely remove that. And then I'm going to do it again. And it kind of, on the chalkboard sticker, it kind of leaves it behind. I don't know if it will leave it behind on an actual chalkboard. I don't know if you can see that or not. How it kind of left it behind. But for me, in this purpose, it's good because I can just trace my own handwriting again. But on a chalkboard, you know, maybe not so good, but if it does do that, then you could always just probably take some Windex or something like that to your page, to your like chalkboard to get the bistro marker off all the way. So let's go back over this. Just in case you didn't get it the first time. All right, there we go. There we have it. So thanks for joining me. If Bible journaling is something that interests you, then I'd be glad to answer any questions if you have them. This page wasn't complicated, and it doesn't have to be. You know, but the whole time I was doing this, I was thinking about the verse and how much God's love is for us and how magnificent it really is, and how we should strive for our love to be the same for Him. And really, how we, you know, that's a good playbook for how love should be for everyone. Not only our love for God, but our love for, you know, our husbands or wives or, you know, friends, parents. You know, love should be a rock in your life. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have ideas for something you'd like to see, or a technique or a product, then I'd love for you to give me a shout out, and I would be happy to see what I can do to help you out. But have a nice day. Thanks.